Hello viewers, welcome to another edition of War Robots. This is test server 2.9.2 on 2017 June 17 to 18. And in this there will be a number of little changes that add up to one big change in the battle user interface, and one other change will be the Noricum rebalance. Apparently the Noricums were deemed to be slightly overpowered last weekend, and the Pixonics developers for War Robots reduced the damage by 10%, but that's a rather small amount of damage, and so the amount of damage at level 8 is 894 per round. There will also be a battle user interface change, and it looks like quite a major one. There will be apparently some problems, they say. There could be a disabled crosshair or no target distance might occur. It's a rather updated interface. Shows a lot of the same information, but looks cleaner maybe, and more modern perhaps. So here we are at Dead City. So you can see the robots are in a different presentation. I'll start with some robots that you typically use and some that you don't, like Butch. So you'll notice that the targeting interface is kind of different. It's kind of rotated slightly to the left. Here's a Butch with Zeus, so you can see the Zeus targeting and the lock-on, and I've got Thunders as well. You'll see along the top that the display looks different, and the Who was destroyed by Who is now on the bottom rather than the top right. It's now going to be on the bottom. So you'll see that the targeting, the distance looks a little cleaner. The reticle looks different. The targeting reticle looks different. The players and the progress bar is kind of cleaner at the top. So a different presentation, but similar information. I'm not sure if I like the bottom right, how they've kind of rotated it to the left. It's better, I think, if it was displayed which are the weapons on the left versus right, and the that targeting robot targeting is now on the bottom, slightly to the right. So I'm gonna flip weapons here. Oh. So here you can see who destroyed who on the bottom. I'm gonna change to the pattern. Now I'm gonna try to self-destruct and move on to another robot if it doesn't get destroyed first. Now, still a very concentrated fall of Noricum rounds. Still kind of overpowered somewhat. So it's a lot more information on the reticle here, and the reticle's a little more modern. Not too close to that particular enemy. Yeah, still kind of overpowered, and I really think that this weapon needs to be weakened so that people aren't just shooting each other from afar. But I can be behind cover and use this, but I like to just see what's actually going on here. Yeah, still very concentrated, still quite powerful. Alright, I'm going to move on. Change the robot here, so, Oh, I see, and it's very helpful here. It tells you the robot will be destroyed. I'll get swapped out. I'm going to change to a Butch. Yeah, you'll see some messages about who destroyed who, but I wish there would be a longer list. Because it rather goes by rather fast and it doesn't stay. And I'd rather the information stay. Not hearing much sound from the tridents. Seems like the tridents are a little quieter here. So the presentation of the health bars are different as well. The blue bar is a little smaller, red bar is a little larger, but it still doesn't tell me the health of my allies, which would have been very useful. Okay, let's move on here and destroy this robot and move on to the Griffon, which is a more commonly used robot than the Butch, and let's see how the new end user interface changes the gameplay here. So not a lot of change that most people will find as functional changes, but more just the way things are displayed. As I said, I'd rather they show the weapons left and right rather than one weapon being on top like that. And then with one weapon to the right and then two to the left, like this, because it's rather, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Oh, there was an X over the reticle there. Maybe because no weapons were ready. Yeah, see. So when no weapons are ready, there'll be an X over it. That's useful. A lot of howling wind audio in this map. We'll have an X when there's no ammunition left. And one more robot here. We've got the trebuchet, equipped Butch. Oh, so different presentation, the victory. Oh, and the server is done. So thank you very much for watching. This has been a demonstration of the War Robots test server in 2007, June 17th and 18th.